I am chess Grandmaster Alexandra Kosteniuk. Hello everybody, I am Alexandra Kosteniuk and I'll comment for you the first game of my final match against Antoaneta Stefanova that we played in the first My Sport Games in Beijing, China. It was a very interesting and exciting event. We played a Blitz tournament, 3 minutes for each player plus 2 seconds incremental time. To reach the finals we needed to get through a very strong qualification tournament. The women's event was very strong with many strong chess players such as Hu Yifan, Zhao Xiu and many other players from all over the world. So now we are ready to battle for the gold medal, first ever gold medal of the World Mind Sport Games. We're starting the game. I am playing with black. Antoaneta started the game with d4, knight f6, bishop g5, e6, knight d2. Antoaneta often plays this kind of opening where she doesn't want to get a big advantage, but she just wants to play and to see what will happen. So the game continued with c5, e3, bishop e7, c3, b6. Both opponents try to develop their pieces and look for ways to do it as good as they can. So white played knight f3, bishop b7, bishop d3, h6, bishop h4. Here I played a very aggressive move, g5, bishop g3. Actually it's all theory, and here black normally continues something like g4, then playing h5, h4, but I played knight h5. It's of course a mistake, because after bishop e5 I cannot play f6 because my knight on h5 is hanging after bishop g6. So I had to go back on f6 and I played knight f6. I'm not losing here immediately, but I just lost a few tempi. Here Antoaneta played knight e4. She wants to take on f6, bishop takes f6, and then to play knight d6 check, and my bishop on b7 will be hanging. So that's why I played d6. In this position it seems that white can have something to win the game, but it's not true.
It's 11 o'clock.
So Antoaneta spent some time and finally opted for bishop takes f6. I took on f6. D takes c5. Of course white has some kind of initiative here, but as we know, if you have the initiative you have to attack, you have to try to find some ways to use this initiative. I took on e4 with bishop takes e4. It was a very good exchange, I think, for me, because after bishop e4 I played d5. So I exchanged the very strong knight on e4. I closed the center. It will give me now some time to finish my development, and that's exactly what I need in this kind of situation. And also, as we can see, I'm winning some time. So Antoaneta spent a lot of time trying to figure out what she can do right now. She took on b6, c takes b6. I couldn't take on e4 because she would play b7, so I had to take on b6, but it was a part of my plan to sacrifice this pawn in order to finish the development. After queen a4 check, now I'm trying to see what would be best for me. So of course I don't want to move my king because I still want to have a possibility to castle. And finally I played knight d7. I wanted that my queen on b6 had some mobility, because if I play knight c6, it had to stay on b6 to protect the knight on c6. As you can see, there is a girl on the background, Irina Vasilievich from my team, with a huge Russian flag. So my whole Russian team was supporting me, and it helped me a lot, of course, during the final. So Antoaneta castled. I played rook b8, rook d2. You can see that Antoaneta now plays pretty fast. I castled because she's of course short in time. You can see that I castled, and despite that my knight on d7 is hanging, it's a very nice move. It's a very nice combination. Of course, Antoaneta had to take the knight, otherwise I would play knight c5 and my attack would be very strong. And here I played bishop c3. That was the idea of my combination. And it's a very nice sacrifice. I'm sacrificing the second piece already, but if she takes on c3, I'll take on e4, and then I'll be threatening to give a checkmate on b1. So that's why she played bishop c2. It's I must say that Antoaneta did everything to defend very well. I was already 100% sure that I would win the game, and here I just lost concentration for a moment, and I took on d2 instead of playing queen a1 and queen takes h1 and just winning the game. I took on d2, and after king d2, despite the fact that her king is in the center and it seems that I'm having some kind of attack after rook f to c8, but the position is about equal. She has two pieces for the rook, and I don't really have any forced way to win. I gave a check, queen c3 check, king e2, and here I spent a lot of time trying to understand how could I win, trying to find a way to winning. I played rook c7, queen d6. I couldn't really believe that in having such a completely winning position, I didn't really get anything from it. So I continued playing rook b to c8, rook d1. Now we entered such stage of a blitz game where you have to play almost immediately in order not to lose on time. You see, I took the pawn on a2, then I played queen a4, and suddenly Antoaneta didn't realize that I was threatening to take the rook on d1. She blundered the rook. So again, for the second time in this game, I thought that I was winning for sure. Here, for example, after queen e6, I would be completely winning. But again, suddenly I lost concentration, and here, since she had the queen and the knight, and as we know it's very dangerous, Antoaneta managed to make some threats, and I lost the queen and the game. So the first game I lost. Bye bye!